Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Bradley YT and welcome back to another crypto video. So today we are going to be doing another update on Bitcoin and XRP and let's just get straight into it basically. So Bitcoin on the 45-minute chart, as you can see here. So basically my trade from yesterday, I did say that we were in a bearish flag pattern here, and if we do break it down, so then we could be retesting around $18,700, which we pretty much did down here today, smack bang right there. So we have obviously hit that target. We have obviously been moving towards the downside for quite a while now, but yeah, that's worked out quite well. I did say if we obviously did tick bullish and we did break to the upside, then we could be coming up to retest this resistance level here of $19,800, but we obviously didn't do that. We broke to the downside, we hit the target a lot of $18,700 like I said we would, and also I drew this today here, so we did create a descending sort of wedge pattern or triangular pattern here, and I did place a small long position as we just broke out of this, because obviously if we do break out towards the upside, then we could then we basically would be coming up to retest this resistance level here, which we obviously didn't do, but we got quite near to it. So I placed it here, estimated that we'll probably stop up here, so I placed my stop loss up here. So I made a small amount of money today on that position. But yeah, obviously I just wanted to say that obviously I did post the bearish flag pattern on Twitter as well. If you don't follow my Twitter, make sure you head over there. The Twitter is in my my banner for YouTube, so you can obviously copy that, head straight over to Twitter and make sure you slap a follow on there and keep up to date. I have been posting quite regularly recently. I obviously posted about the bearish flag pattern that happened here. I posted it basically when we were around this level here, and I did say that we would probably be breaking towards the downside, and we did do that. So yeah, just make sure you head over there, make sure you slap a follow on it, and just obviously comment on something to say that you've moved from YouTube to Twitter, and let me know that you've come over really. So basically on the 45-minute chart, as you can see here, we are in so this is like a symmetrical sort of triangle pattern here. And this can be either bullish or bearish. So either if we break towards the upside, obviously we get upside potential. If we break towards the downside, we can obviously break down and hit this level of support here of $18,400. But let's just predict the downside potential. So the downside will probably be this red candle here. So if we do break out of the end of it here, then yeah, we'll probably be coming back down to this support level here, potentially breaking through a little bit, but I wouldn't think that we would. We may come down and bounce back off of this, and then bounce back towards the upside basically. Also, if we obviously break towards the upside of this, it'll probably be this green candle here. So if we use that and break towards the upside, that would mean that we'll be coming up, breaking through this resistance level here of around $19,000, potentially coming up to around $19,050. So as you can see, this is like a very it's basically like a horizontal triangle, so it's like smack bang horizontally. It's like, if you look up the charts online somewhere, it would tell you basically that it could be like a bullish pattern or a bearish pattern. It could be either way. It just depends which way it breaks. So if it breaks towards the downside, obviously we could be coming down to support, like I just said. But if we obviously break towards the upside, we could be coming up to retest the local resistance. So that is that on the 45-minute chart. But obviously we are breaking towards the downside now. So obviously in the matter of maybe a couple of hours, we might see what's actually happening. So we could come back to this tomorrow in tomorrow's video and then see what's actually happened. So yeah, as you can see here, we obviously not looking too great on the RSI. We have obviously just ticked bearish. That's obviously why we are breaking towards the downside, and the MACD is not quite ticking bearish yet. But as you can see, we haven't been getting much volume on the 45-minute chart, and we obviously have just started to get a red sort of candle there. So that's that on the 45-minute chart. If we head towards the hourly chart, as you can see, that pattern, yeah, so this pattern is still kind of here, and let's see if the downside potential has changed. It's about the same. Upside potential a little bit more, so we could be coming up to around $19,100 if we break towards the upside of this triangular pattern here. Yeah, so as you can see, like I did say, this bearish flag pattern here, I did post on Twitter, and I did warn people basically that we could be breaking towards the downside, and we could be coming all the way back down to around sort of like the $18,700 level, which we did. Obviously, we broke a little bit further down, but we did hit that to a T, which is quite good. So yeah, obviously we had this descending sort of wedge pattern here. But yeah, so that's it for sort of like the 1 hourly chart. As you can see, there's not a lot of volume breaking towards the upside or downside. To be honest, we're sort of trading sideways now, so it's a matter of time before we break out of this. It's just a matter of sort of if we're going to break towards the upside or break towards the downside. But we will come back to this in tomorrow's video, or I might also post about it on Twitter as well. And obviously we're not ticking bullish just yet on the RSI. We could be ticking bearish again. It does look like it's sort of slanting downwards. So we will see what happens. If we obviously get bought back up, that would be great, and then we could obviously tick bullish and break towards the upside. But we would know in the next sort of couple of hours or so. Let's head towards the 4 hourly chart. If we head towards the 4 hourly chart, as you can see here, we are in some sort of descending wedge pattern. So I would probably come from, so if we come from this red candle here, and then we obviously come from, so if we move that now, if we move this like that, and then we can come from the top of these candles here. So as you can see here, we are in a descending wedge pattern. So obviously if we do break towards the downside, the downside potential will basically be that we will be coming all the way down, retesting this level of support here of $18,400. If we do obviously break through that, then we could be coming all the way back down to around $18,000, which obviously won't be good for Bitcoin, but obviously we are in quite an extreme. So basically the fear and greed index is in extreme fear. I think it's around 8 or 10. I will check that for you guys tomorrow, and I'll get it out for you tomorrow just to show you what it's actually showing. I haven't really got time to do that right now, but I will do it in tomorrow's video. But obviously, yeah, we're sort of hitting this level of support down here every time on the 4 hourly chart. So hopefully the next sort of 4 hourly candle would hopefully break towards the upside, but we'll see what happens. Obviously we're not, obviously the MACD is not bullish at all. It's quite bearish. It's just a big red candle going all the way down, and the RSI as well, it's not looking too bullish as well. So we could be coming back down to retest this level of support here of $18,400 in the next sort of few hours or by tomorrow. So that's it sort of really for the 4 hourly chart. If we sort of move this a little bit like that, that's sort of where we're heading. As you can see, we're just going all the way down, creating all these bearish patterns, which obviously isn't really that great. But I'm hoping that we do sort of get some buying pressure, but at the moment I'm not seeing that. I'm just seeing that we are getting quite a lot of selling pressure. So yeah, if we do break to the downside, we're going to go all the way back down again, basically. So the next sort of candle could start there, then we could obviously be coming all the way back down, because obviously once a new candle starts, we do still look very bearish. People are just going to keep on selling. That's just what's going to happen. So we could be coming back down to this level of support here of $18,400. And that's sort of it really for the 4 hourly chart. If we head towards the daily chart, I mean, obviously not a lot is happening with Bitcoin. It's just going down and down and down. As you can see here, we've just got one big red candle coming down here. This was just from today. We broke from, so basically we dropped from about $21,200 all the way down to about $18,700, or maybe just below that. I think it's about $18,600. So yeah, we could obviously be coming back down to this level of support down here, and hopefully we sort of get some more buying pressure and sort of bounce back up. But we will basically come back to this video tomorrow and see what happens. We will, yeah, we'll go over this tomorrow and see what happens with Bitcoin. As you can see here, there's a lot of selling pressure, and obviously the buying pressure has obviously dropped quite dramatically. So yeah, we need to kind of really close above the $19,000 level really. Ideally the $20,000 level, but that's all the way back up here. So we will be closing above this level of support here of $18,400, which could mean that we could be breaking back down towards that level of support, basically to retest it and confirm it, and see how strong it is. Basically, that's all it is. So yeah, not a really good day for Bitcoin. Obviously, you can see down here as well on the RSI that we have obviously tick bearish today on the RSI. If we do close like that on the RSI by the next, well, basically in the next sort of hour and 45 minutes, then we could potentially be coming back down a bit further and trying to retest this support level here. If we obviously break through it, we could be coming back down to around $18,000. If we break through that, then we're coming all the way back down to $17,000, which I don't think would happen, hopefully. But first of all, we need to see if we retest this level of support here, basically. If we head towards the XRP chart, XRP, you can obviously see that we've obviously broke down, bounced back up of the level of support here of about 30 cents, 30.5 cents. We've obviously come all the way back up, and this is over the course of today on the 45-minute chart. Let's get the ruler here and see yeah, so it's basically about 8.28% increase in price. So yeah, that's not been too bad today, really, to be honest, considering how bad Bitcoin's been doing. But as you can see here, we are in a, let's have a little look. So this you can say is sort of our small level of support here between these candles there, and that's basically at the moment on the 45-minute chart. We've obviously created a bearish flag pattern here, which we did break out of. If we close above it, then we could be breaking more towards the upside. Let's just draw that in here. So this is obviously the level of, this is the bottom of the bearish flag. So basically this is the bottom of the bearish flag, and this, let's say this level of resistance is the top of this green candle here. If you break towards the downside, first of all, we could be coming back down to around 31 cents, but that would mean that we're probably coming back down to support, to find support, which is down here at around 30 cents. If you break towards the upside, it would be this green candle here, and we have obviously broken out of it. So on the 45-minute chart, we could be breaking out of this and closing above it and coming up to around 33.5 cents. So let's have a look to see what that would be in percentage-wise of increase in price. That's about 4.22% in price. The RSI is not looking too bad, and the MACD is not looking too bad as well. So maybe altcoins are having a small pump towards the upside. As you can see here, we are still in a bearish flag pattern on the hourly chart. If we look at the hourly chart here, so this is the bearish flag pattern, but obviously we need to break through this first. So if we do get that pump towards the upside from the 45-minute chart, then we could be breaking out of this 1 hourly chart as well on this bearish flag pattern here. RSI is not looking too bad, or the MACD. We are sort of heading more towards the upside here. We're not getting much volume, but we are sort of heading back towards the upside, funnily enough. So hopefully, if we do break out of this on the 45-minute chart, and then we also tick bullish and break out of this on the hourly chart, then we could be coming up to this resistance level here of 33.5 cents, which would be nice. If we head towards the 4-hourly chart, as you can see here, we are still hitting this support here. So hopefully the next sort of candle would be a break towards the upside. We have got a bullish flag pattern up here. So as you can see, if we break out of this, it would be this green candle here, which would mean that we would be breaking towards the upside, and we should be coming up to around 34.5 cents, which could happen. I mean, obviously XRP is doing the complete opposite to Bitcoin at the moment. We are still having some selling pressure, but not as much as what Bitcoin's having. If we obviously break towards the downside potential will be this red candle here. And then we should be coming back down and retesting this level of support of 30.5 cents, and then coming back down to around 30 cents. That's if we break towards the downside of this bullish flag pattern, and we obviously close below it as well. Let's head towards the daily chart. If you look at the daily chart, obviously we've come all the way back down, and basically we've come all the way down to around 30.5 cents, but we obviously got bought all the way back up. So as long as we close above this level of support here of 32 cents, then we should be fine for XRP. That's just confirming that level of support, and then hopefully we sort of bounce back towards the upside and get that pump that we have seen on the 4-hourly chart. We have obviously ticked bearish on the RSI, so just keep an eye on that. And yeah, if we do obviously close ticking bearish on the RSI, we could be coming back down to this level of support to basically retest it and hopefully bounce back up and not obviously drop towards the downside. But yeah, that's sort of it in today's video. I hope you liked it, and make sure you guys head over to my Twitter. I was on like 85 or 86 followers last night, and I posted saying let's try and get to 100, and literally over the course of today I've got to nearly 100 followers on Twitter. I've got to about 96 or something, so I'm so close. So if you are watching this, head over to my Twitter. You'll get daily updates on Bitcoin and XRP and different altcoins, and I'll just try and post as much as I can. I have been quite active on there recently, so make sure you go and check it out. Hopefully you have a nice rest of the day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.